Hi, Nick. Welcome to If Innovation Could Talk.
Hey, Eva, thanks for having me.
You are very welcome. You know what, Nick? You are actually our first startup business on If Innovation Could Talk. So it has got a very special spot. To my mind, it takes courage to own a
Mm.
startup business, to run it. So tell us, what has it been like for you and what does innovation mean to you?
Yeah, but it's been really exciting for me actually. I get to do a lot of things. We get to wear a lot of hats. We get to face a lot of challenges every day. So I guess being a startup it's literally like learning. So I guess what does innovation mean to us? It's having I guess being fearless, trying new things, being disruptive, and challenging the status quo. I guess every day, every, there's so many great ideas out there, but they never uh, become a product of fruition. It's because some people, being a founder or being an entrepreneur, you are going to get no's, and people are going to knock your idea back. But I guess going back to the topic, it's really being fearless and being able to be resilient enough to accept the no's, and figure out when it comes to innovation, how do you overcome objection and challenges, I guess.
Can you think of a recent example that you can share with us?
Yeah, we just recently spun out a new business line called TalentTap. It's got two sides. One side is a shortlisting broadcasting tool for agencies and recruitment agencies to shortlist faster and also minimize their advertising spend. The other side is an integrated management system for commercial cleaning and facilities management. We didn't have the product. We had the idea, we had the PDF, and we went around knocking on doors and to see if we could make a sale. Once we made the sale, the product has had to go into production. So that's being fearless right there and being innovative.
That is a great example. Have you got a process where if you keep getting knockbacks, when do you call it quits? When do you pivot? When do you think maybe I should do something differently? Or do you keep pushing through? Is that a mechanics how you do it?
I think if you knocked on $1,000, it's probably not going to be enough. Get to 10,000 and probably get to there. Being fearless, and having the courage to wake up every day working, from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every night. It's not for everyone, but I would rather be doing that rather than being working my 9 to 5 job or working chasing someone else's dream.
That is fantastic. I love it how you say you have to knock on at least 10,000 doors because people give up too easily and they
Mm.
probably don't. Well, people keep talking about grit and resilience, but
Yeah.
until you can actually say, I have knocked on at least 10,000 doors and got 10,000 no's and
Mm.
got to where I am today, that's a powerful statement that you've just made there. So thank you.
Yeah.
Now, in our chat earlier, you also talked about how technology makes you lazier. And this is really interesting considering you're in a business that works with technology.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
how do you harness technology and avoid it making you lazier?
Look, technology is supposed to automate and simplify processes. Um, just how the spreadsheet beat the piece of paper. Now you've got tools like Asana, Slack that's really helping like augment your day-to-day work, or even making your work a little bit more effective. But nothing's gonna get you that sale if you don't know how to pick up that phone. We just today at lunch, I had a conversation with a friend of mine. She she was like, she so often her sales team tells her, I've got this problem and I don't know how to get that sale through. And the one thing that we talked about was just pick up the phone. This phone was really meant for calling and not for Instagram or LinkedIn. Yeah.
Well, funny you should say that because I think we really now rely on the phone for emails, for Instagram, for LinkedIn, for social media, rather than
Mm.
the face-to-face or voice-to-voice contacts. So
Mm.
that you're right. You're right. We really should be using it what it was originally intended for.
Mm.
In the interest of time, I have so much I want to explore with you, but we'll come back to that. In the interest of time, a message that you would leave with the If Innovation Could Talk community about how to be fearless, what would you say to them?
You know, giving up is a choice. You know, it's not an option. If you really want to be fearless and you really believe in your idea, don't let anyone make you quit or change your decision process. You know, it's you're going to get 1,000 no's, maybe 10,000 no's. But if you truly believe in it, like, you know, like we talked about last time, all the great businesses out there started somewhere. They started as a really small business, and now they're big businesses. Netflix wasn't Netflix. Facebook wasn't Facebook. You know, Amazon, you can see photos. You know, it was a table and a spray paint in a garage. They were fearless. They were ruthless. You know, they strewed and they kept on knocking on doors until they got there. So I
There
think
you go,
don't
everyone.
quit.
That is excellent. Nicola reminding you to pick up the phone. Don't be afraid to knock on 10,000 doors and get 10,000 no's. And you know what? Giving up is a choice. Thank you, Nick. That was terrific. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, Eva.